early on in the bracket.
Oh, it hurt, and it might hurt more if Na'Vi fall as well to this Ukrainian organization. It's been a fun head-to-head from Paris to Malta, and let's see it continue with this new international Na'Vi. They go running in dark, and into the dualies, delivers death. Monte starts strong on the CT side of Anubis, and this map has just been such a go-to for them. They're very comfortable, they're certainly confident, and they will be taking this pistol round.
Yeah, nothing Ima can hope to do about it, really. 1v4, he's boxed in. And as he goes back, there is no safety for Ima here. They know he's still on long. They're holding the extremities, so it's just a matter of finding him. And Monte...
Strong words.
So we're going to need to see all that and more from Na'Vi today.
Yeah, I mean, philosophy aside, individually, players like Demko were playing out of their mind, Matthew, in that Vitality game you're talking about. It never... Wow, it never felt like Vitality were truly in that matchup, and players like Demko made that so.
Yeah, there were a couple of win conditions that definitely came together for Monte, and if we're going to talk about their CT side specifically, number one, World 2K and the openings with the AWP, many different situations where he was in the right position, and he got that entries for free against Vitality. Then you have Demka, as you mentioned, absolute beast on a tear on that first map, and then the rhythm of the rotations for Monte. It felt like against Vitality, they were never afraid to push the envelope. They were always behind Vitality as the execute was coming in. So you have a Monte that started red hot in that game, and this is happening here too. Now, for Na'Vi, the story is somewhat similar in their quarterfinals. We're talking about incredible T-sides, more than 10 rounds or equal, and this was off the back of early successes in the half. And
Waro waits no longer to make its presence known. Let's see where he starts off. He doesn't have much of a spawn. We'll be going towards that B-bomb site. Na'Vi spread fast, default. Bro, even making moves.
oh my god.
Look at this Exec as well. They've got
so
smoke
aggro.
up on stairs. They've got player out of A main. Full control for Monte. How long will you hold on to this, though?
This is wild to have this sort of real estate in the first, 30 seconds of the round is mad. Pushing all the way through dark. They've got a very clear picture of where Na'Vi could be, and that's helping Waro inform this decision to go wide for the peek into main. He plucks Ima out.
You have no chance
4v5, yeah, no opportunity for Na'Vi to try and get that one back. And the problem is, if they try and follow through on this B play, Monte should be ready for it. With Bro still in this position down towards boat, Monte have tremendous freedom over towards B and mid. And Waro finds himself in middle on that orb. Great return from Alexi B. JL could save Na'Vi if he's able to find Bro.
Silent dropping, but he hasn't cleared him, and Bro's been checking that on timing, so it's forcing the B play now. Monte for a while only had Krasnal here down in dark. Now they've rotated another man in. They've cleared middle, they've cleared A. They know what's coming. It's apparent. 30 seconds, not a smoke to block a position here for Na'Vi. They've just got to hit their shots. Easier said than done with an AWP at back plat and a player baiting up close. 20 seconds, perfect Molotov, and Na'Vi get turned into mincemeat. Only Simple left up, and I don't think there's even time for him to do this. Crossfire established, third player probably not even needed. Simple goes in for the first. 8 seconds left now. Simple trying to find the fight, and Krasnal will not give it away. Monte deal with that first.
But they just reposition very quickly. 2 towards mid, 2 towards B. They put Waro on that opening position that we were talking about, and this is a Monte that is not skipping a beat. 3 rounds, back to back to back now, as Na'Vi is going into a light purchase for round number 4.
Don't underestimate Monte. That's what JL said that Na'Vi can't afford to do, especially not on a map like this. Your philosophy may be great, but Monte's may be greater with some of the scalps they've been taking on Anubis alone. Sure, Na'Vi, they made FaZe look silly on this map, but Vitality may be an entirely different beast. And what a great feeling to realize that, whoever wins this, and if Ents win their game, we get that potential Anubis in the grand final. Ents on a huge streak, broken at Pro League, looking to make amends. We have a couple of great Anubis teams here in this matchup today. Demka, got to be careful, pulls the silencer off. It's Na'Vi getting closer, encroaching on this A split. Waro, he's got a smoke for his backside, so he's able to fight towards middle. Through the smoke goes Young. That's the bomb, and that's the round. Demka makes it easy as Monte go up 4-0 against Pistols. Na'Vi's buy time, and hopefully Simple's AWP. He's going to
give Monte a little bit of room and like trying to shut down like the Monte aggression and game plan. And it wasn't until like that game was really far away from Vitality that it felt like they realized, oh god, like this is happening. We're actually getting destroyed right now. And then they had to try and fix these problems on the fly. Now Na'Vi, slow start here. Really good look for Monte. It's how they've been winning these rounds. It's been so convincing. Oh. That's a better start for Na'Vi. So now we get to see how Monte respond to being a man down. What are they going to do in the 4v5? If they manage to turn this round back in their favor, if they can go 5-0, Monte are going to feel damn near invincible. So it's important that Na'Vi can use this 5v4 to break in.
Yeah, I like this fake out, taking a bit of main control, forcing some util out of Monte. They won't get scared though, they won't scramble. Still 3 strong at B. SDY takes his eyes to middle, where Alexi is lurking and Simple has him covered as well. So Na'Vi are far from the commitment. This might still be an ending A split now that they know they've burnt the molly out of this bomb site. SDY moves in at the perfect time. Split 2-2. Not bad odds for Monte in this round, but they've got to get the setup in order right now. Na'Vi ready with a 3-2 split.
That flash means everything. There's no smokes. It's all going to hinge on that first plant. Everyone is hidden and jailed. Disposes of SDY, leaving now Demke, a hero we've mentioned many times, but he's alone.
He has no idea. Caught from mid-side, turns at the last second, but it's too late. Alexi B finds that kill, and with the bomb going down, that will force a save for Monte. Na'Vi on the board, and potentially with 5 alive by the end of things as well. That's big for the money. I would love to see Na'Vi not even hunt here. They know Monte have a 4 buy regardless. Just play that save game, build your own economy up.
This was a very meticulous round one from Na'Vi, very by the book. So it starts with good utility usage to kind of find Krasnal in that cave position. Once they do, they make sure they keep the entire map under surveillance. You're not going to allow any sort of aggression or information scouting party from the side of Monte. Nothing is happening, so what do we do next? We create a little bit of kerfuffle. We create a bit of chaos, a few utilities on the A side. We make sure the defense has to shift, has to make a decision. And once they've established who is where, how many utilities are left, they make the decision, they go together well packed towards the A side. This is Counter-Strike 101. That's how, by the book, you handle 5v4 situations.
Na'Vi certainly play it tight, play it safe, but they've got to build upon it. Keeping all their guns alive is a great start on this T side. Oro with a mid spawn, it's going to go A. Early AWP pick setup perhaps. Bid's one of the best entries on this T side. Oro with a mid spawn. It's going to go A. Early AWP pick setup perhaps. Bid's one of the best entry players on this A bomb site ever, I swear. He's just so good at getting it done. He's going to get flashed in early. AWP forced back. Support from Demko, who can play anti and let Waro get a shot off before he makes his move. Na'Vi want this position, but they've been cut off again by utility.
If you're Na'Vi right now, the challenge is to figure out, is it 1 or 2 CTs trying to aggress us? No smoke very often means an aggression, but how many players? That smoke makes sure they have the liberty and the freedom to clear the first few areas of that A main. But since we are 3 Ts piled up, I do believe the main punch of the attack is coming from there.
Oh, I like that one way.
Yeah, that's going to slow down the mid re-aggress, but Young leaves a bit of a hole over there. And so there is a world where Na'Vi could find this timing now. Bit of a re-aggression from Monte, right? They're going to try and take B main away, and they will find Ima here. Now they know that B main is clear. That frees up that that mid to B rotate to go back and take ownership of middle. Young reels in Alexi B. And so a 3v5 now for Na'Vi. 2 players actually in the site still for Monte, and it will just be a shutdown. Demka and Waro play well off.
I think Alexi B maybe played a little too fast, like he had to play more reactively after the aggression, after sort of the fake and the main attention, not the fake, but let's say the main attention was taken towards the A side. He would have had probably a CT moving, but because he attempts that duel so fast, then Monte know this is all the A side. Middle is clear, B is clear. We can all focus on A, and Warrior 2K and them could do a beautiful job at handling it.
I think that call probably comes from the fact that they've just reaggressed B, right? So he knows there's numbers, making moves on B main, throwing flashes. He probably thinks he has more room than he actually does in making that lurk happen. But yeah, got to wait for Na'Vi to get actually out A main if that split was ever going to accomplish anything. 5-1. Considerable lead here, considering it's CT side Anubis. Oh, we've got to boost up over the smoke as well. Cheeky stuff. But nothing seen down in the canals. RV once again. It's just so easy to go back into these A executes. Very limited positions the CTs can play if you get a couple of mollies in. Talking of util, there's nothing left for Monte, just Warrior's belt.
This is going to be a hard round to withstand when we're talking about late round, which we are getting into now. 35 seconds left. There's not going to be any smokes or Molotov for Monte to handle it here. This could get very complicated.
Yeah, they've got to play full reactively here. They've really got to nail these openers as players cross in. These are the opportunities, and they bypass Monte. Both the kills go against them, and that'll be a done deal on the round.
Yeah.
Nothing to slow that down. Monte were relying on winning the gunfight straight up, and Ema leaves them feeling embarrassed. So
considering that he's also playing against higher level of opposition now inside of this team, yeah, there's a lot to do for Ema, but I still have expectations for the future. Maybe even for right now here in the playoffs of Pro League. Gonna move through middle now. Na'Vi looking to crunch. They'll go through that smoke if they want, but oh, it blooms on the molly. Very good timing throw for Sumdai Young. Doesn't give Na'Vi any room to explode.
We're kind of hitting that time where Monte are going to look to make a bit of a move, right? They're 3 strong over towards B right now. They're cycling through some of this blocking util over in mid and on the B site, but eventually they're going to want to probe a little and just see what's happening here. So they'll bring Demka over from A, and they also start to pull Bro away from B, so triple mid.
Trusting in Warro, but he's been flashed off.
Oh, important pick for Warro. Swings it out into main. Manages to pluck Bit out of the pack. One man dead in middle. Sumdai Young will get picked up eventually. The rest of Na'Vi trying to get out through B main, and they also hit up Dark. JL has got that kill to propel Na'Vi into the B site. Warro flashed off the angle. Bro smoked off back in Temple. Right now, this round kind of hinges on either Warro finding an incision or this wrap round getting a kill with a missed shot from Simple. They've at least learned about this flank.
Got all the info. They know exactly what's going on. Simple's got this player trapped in a box right now. He sees that close smoke. He sees the barrel, but he can't get a clean kill. 2 chances for Simple. Gone in with the wind. The flank is in. Simple has a powerful post-plant position, and he's going to hold the edge of the smoke. He knows it's coming. Takes his kill, and now needs to clutch. Simple will.
Mid defense are going to stay around here, and once Warro finds his kill, he's pushed towards CT spawn. Krasnal is basically on an island. No one is here to help him, so I think Alexiev's kill had way more value than what we thought at first, because this whole stack of CTs towards mid, it didn't really net them anything. They didn't regain map control, they didn't push anybody away. In fact, they just let death against them, and then they messed away and went back to B side. So good from Alexiev here.
Ooh. Well, this nade's going to do nothing, actually, as it falls short.
That was a good pause. Nailed that one.
Didn't jump the gun.
Experience.
It looked really good, but yeah.
Here we go, more mid-round re-aggressions from Monte. They're very good at this, Monte are. CT side kind of mid-round options. They always find a way to garner info and make plays. This round's no exception. Pushed all the way through B. They now know that it's going to be this A play. And so Na'Vi haven't realized it yet, but they're going to walk into a trap here. The backstab coming in, and Ema just goes back to check for it now, even though he's dealt with the first man, surely not ready for any more. Sumdai Young still locked in this fight in middle while Bro waits for the backstab. Hits the timing well. Ema dead in mid. Warro opens up on A and baits them into Demka. Bomb away from Na'Vi. And a 2v4 ensues. They've got 25 seconds if they want to try and go for this. It's going to be a quick bit of rooting up through Dark.
Yeah, Bro's already repositioned though. What a change of spots for Bro, going from that mid flank to the back of the B bomb site. They'll never be ready for it. They line up. He drops the bomb. If he doesn't need to peek, but Simple's given a chance, and you don't want to give this guy a shot at the clutch. Perfect plant, but he fakes it for the frags. He cannot win this round, and Monte will find 6. To be honest, I think if he sticks there, they probably run him down anyway. I don't think there's a chance to win that for Simple, as long as Monte play it perfectly.
Aggression, because they would have been weakened by it.
Yeah, and what I love about Waro is, even though he's a stubborn player, he's a confident player, he's also a very patient player. I've seen him sit on angles for 60 seconds and not move a muscle, not even move his scope. So he's happy to sit back and relax. And what that frees Monte up to do often is just leave him alone in a bomb site and play this double re-aggression somewhere else. He's back at plant now with a missed shot. The drop down under is coming from Alexi B to try and assist, and they need him now more than ever.
JL opens, but Waro through the smoke, plucks out Simple. Waro 2K dispatched of JL on for a double. Krasnow needs this support. Demka is going to lock in the kill, and now Krasnow's able to direct all of his attention back towards the site. JL, 2 kills to the good already, makes it a 3rd and takes that dark control back for Na'Vi. Smoking it off, locks out Demka's flank. And so Sumdai Young has got to be the guy to get this retake started.
Got to do it soon as well. JL's phasing the smoke, but he gets spammed. Bit now alone. He's in a compromised position. He's tucked in tight. He can't move anywhere, and they can clear him. Can they trade him in time? Bit needs a crucial headshot here. He finds a first spray. Bomb smoke, no tap, no time. Sumdai Young going for the stick, and Bit will not abide. 4 rounds for Na'Vi.
This was the best way to go about it.
Dude, I feel like if you're Bit, you're so happy with how they played that, because you know that that's not a clutch you should ever win.
That's a crazy post-plant position. It's worth noting, right?
I mean, that's not where he wanted to end up at all, right? It's just because JL gets spammed in dark, and it's like, oh god, I was kind of walking out towards Ivy to go play around the bomb, and now I'm stuck in the worst position.
There's every expectation that he's either temple or he's deep towards CT or cave, so yeah, crazy spot, a one-and-done spot even, but the time put pressure on Sumdai Young. And Na'Vi are waking up, breaking into this T-half after all, and maybe even breaking the money. If they win this one right now, which they should be able to do, Na'Vi can go on a tear, but I say should. No guarantees here. AWP misses. Simple has to run away with that bomb, but they've got the A site.
Simple just can't get caught as he tries to rotate around, and right now he's in no danger of that happening. Monte gonna learn about this A play in the worst way possible. Waro dead in heaven. And so now Na'Vi have gotten deep in all this downtime. Suddenly you're really scared about rotating in. You don't know what map control is yours, and with the smoke in the way,
you might even have to save. You might have to
guns in mid.
No one is allowing you a kill. You don't have a kit whatsoever. There's a smoke in mid, but that's it. JL has been so instrumental at finding kills that either close or turn around on its head. This kill, that punish onto Road to K Heaven, is basically the end of any hopes that Monte had in pulling this force by here. So he's been very good navigating the waters, knowing where he can position, how much risk rather he can take without really exaggerating. This is good work from JL. And Ime, once again, is found by the aggression. That's the second time Monte found him.
Those are ugly fights as well. Like, he keeps playing the same spot, and to be honest, the spot's good. It's almost anti-flash, right? If they throw it.
I'm sure we'll go back in history and look at that 1v2 from Bit as a turning point in this game.
Well, unless Monte can, put these rifles to use, right, and get back on the horse. Yeah, Na'Vi breaking the money.
Yeah, this is actually huge for Na'Vi. The fact that they're in a position now where they can go on to win out this T side, and I know that sounds crazy because we're on Anubis, right? Like, it's a T-sided map. When we look at Pro League, it's proven to be the only notable T-sided map in play. And simultaneously here, Pro League Season 18, it is the most played map, alongside, I think it was Ancient. But yeah, kind of crazy that Anubis is up there.
Finally,
that was it, yeah. And it's like Monte were actually a huge proponent of that. They've played it 7 times.
Wow.
They've won it 6 of them. That's groups and playoffs. And the thing that's been the backbone of that has actually been their CT side, crazy enough. They win the majority of their rounds on the CT side. They've put up some fantastic CT halves here, so quite often it ends up being the CT half that's a bit of a backbone for Monte on this map. The fact that Na'Vi are in a position to break through that is massive. And they could do it right now by winning this round. Monte staring down the barrel of a tie game, and they don't have much of a say as to whether or not we're going to get there. It's all bit clean double on the entry, and that's the round.
I love that. A perfect side to go to on low money rounds when there's not util to block you in main and there's only pistols. Like, where can you actually play without rifles on the A bomb site? If you're not in main, you're in trouble. Another B push, Ima with a more passive position,
having a good time.
But he's not having fun.
Well, we're going to have to see if this has an impact carrying over to the CT side. That's the only thing I worry about, because structurally right now, it is not an issue for Navi that much that he falls. Some of these rounds, they've been able to find solutions to come back in. But Ima is not building any confidence, that's for sure. You talk about how Navi handles this round. Once again, it's very by the book. Like, it's about optimizing all of the conditions that are at their disposal. You're talking about playing slow, leaving the utility being down, and Simple not giving away his AWP, which he does. He just actually like he goes to Monte now.
And the Galil. So they're just saving cash for later. Simple, confident display, crossing along in the open, but he's going to make it there, and he's got to play a locked in dark. He knows that. That's good info here for Na'Vi. Can they focus on this kill? The flash now puts everything under question. Simple waiting for his time to strike, perhaps supplemented by a flash, but he gets smoked off, calls for the boost instead, and puts the rifle up over the top. Ooh, that's more like it for Ima. Set up to succeed by Simple. Kraz now down in dark, wins his fight, and so Na'Vi can't commit. They were 4 strong at B. They've got to cancel and reset.
Yeah, they're not going to execute on it, but unfortunately for Monte, Demka has been forced to play passively. That's understandable. He was alone on his side, so there's not much risk to take, and this is the aggression. And that's a huge gamble for Monte. They're dedicating 2 players. Just like that, they've been found. Does Alexi B sniff World 2K from underneath him in the water?
Oh, certainly could. But can't lock that fight in. You felt like that was his dead to rights. And so now for Na'Vi, as they try to decide where this ends up.
They've lost track of him.
Oh, dear.
Doing it anyway. They're about to find out very soon. Na'Vi can't walk forever. They've got to make noise. Sure, Demka's going deep, but how deep does he go before they realize this is so weird? Na'Vi know he has to be A main, or at least someone must be nearby. They're going to drop in. The penny drops as well for Monte. They move back, but the AWP is posted on Demka.
Yeah,
there's no nades to get you back in this round.
No, this
Monte
is really
in
awkward.
trouble.
Yeah, and because Waro got that kill from down towards Dark, they're holding main anyway. As to whether or not they believe Demka's there as well, doesn't seem to matter. You know, they're just watching this position because they knew there was a player at Canals, and so as he's got to be that first man in, his teammate smoked off at camera. This one is not a doable round for Monte. It should never be. Missed shot from Simple Zor, but as he goes back in, he'll nail it the second time around. And so Na'Vi take the lead at 7-6. A game that was once 6-3 in Monte's favor now swings the other way. Na'Vi are grinding out this T side. This is their 4th in a row.
Talk about threading the needle in that last late round situation. Demka was a half a second away maybe from spotting players from middle. He didn't, so he sent his teammate on a wild goose chase retake. Waro finally finds another one of these opening kills that we were talking about, putting him on 14-5. He's been definitely having a game, and I find repeating myself a lot when it comes to Anubis and this guy, and now Navi, who had the intention of playing a relatively fast-paced Counter-Strike towards A, changed their mind.
Yeah, they're just sending Ima in towards B. If he gets the kill, that only frees up Na'Vi to go for that A execute, but he again falls. He's played passive, he played aggressive. It's been the same result every time. Another 5-on-4 for Monte. Krasnal solid in dark as well, has not given this up without taking a player with him, but Na'Vi haven't really thrown much of an execute the way of this position, so how will this fare? Bit has a nice crouched position waiting for a repeat. Krasnal wins his fight. There's the trade this time. Na'Vi needed that one.
50 seconds left, 2 players in dark, 1 back at B main. They kind of got to commit to B. It's all they're prepared to take, and so Bro doing so much damage has stifled this plan a little bit early. Yeah. He's going to knock out Alexi. Oh, Waro just spams Bit on the plant, and now it's only Simple who's brought down over the top of that smoke. Double kill on the hold from Bro.
One way for him, and now split down the middle, looking to win the half. Double AWP.
And you're left with the feeling that this is going to be a competitive game. One of the trends for Monte, as we said a couple of rounds ago, was actually usually finding most of their rounds on this CT side. So a chance for 8 as we head into round 15. Waro just survives in middle, gets out unscathed, and actually drops nades back the other way. JL with some good control in dark. He's ahead of the util. They're not sure about this, and so he gets away with the first. Quick trade from Bro, but he's now feeling the pressure. Out of main, it's Ema dead. Bro, a second kill in the round. He's boxed in, looking for Simple over in main, and he's even ready for the dark fight. Bro's on a tear, and now it's just Simple. 1v4. Round 15, so he's got to try it. Bomb on his back. He's going around the world right now. And there is one man here to try and put a stop to him. It's Demka.
Perfect position. Simple eventually will have to run. He can't walk forever at 50 seconds. And yeah, this should be, unless he clears this corner, this should be Demka kill. This should be a Monte half. Simple. This kill could be the unraveling of the round, but it's a 50-50 and Simple would have it. He finds that shot. Okay. He's got an open pathway to A.
First kill in the right direction, but a lot more miles still to cover for Simple. Samdai Young rotating in. Takes up position over at camera, watches on with the AWP. Bro is here as well. Simple with a jiggle is given the allowance to cross, but now they're out. They creep closer. Simple's got to be accurate and decisive in every one of these fights. First kill, one more man up close. Simple dead to Samdai Young as he shuts Simple down in that.
For impact in this first half, it's hard for me to argue against it. But now Simple will be on that CT side, and I'm expecting the same kind of aggression. I'm expecting the same kind of opening kills from our GOAT here. And a little bit of aggression. JL with the USP now completely caught off guard. He's going to get away with a warning. Just that.
They swing him together. He's lucky to be alive. They'll flash further in middle, but JL still has control, or at least had. Waro hits a banger off the P2 Fiddy, and Alexi B's forced to go further back. Can they find this main kill? That'll free up some control for Na'Vi as Simple finds his shot. Alexi sees them coming. Waro is just decimating right now and delivers another headshot to that GOAT.
The B-Wrap is a wild call here to go through mid and wrap it all the way through in a temple. Ema is blindsided by that, and so for Bit and Alexi, 2v4.
I think that was always the goal, to leave that open for Monte. Having a lurker on either site, right? If Demka gets away with a killer main, they can commit to an A split, but if he doesn't, you've still got Bro ready on B main to change things up in the mid round. Monte leave themselves options in that pistol round, and this is a desperate attempt for Na'Vi. They have nothing to lose in trying, except the round. Waro does fall. Alexi has a player trapped, but dead to Samdai Young, and Bit with too many targets and not enough guns. It's 9 for Monte to start off their team.
We're enticed of leaving that A side, enticed to go the other direction where they still had their lurker, which, by the way, Bro, fantastic job. He isolates the 1v1 when he needs to, and that triple stack from Na'Vi never really sees anyone. Just a little bit of a drive-by from Moro2K with the P50 asserting the dominance we were talking about. He's 17-6 here in the semifinal of Pro League.
Yeah, he's got a point to prove, I think, today. They did it against a different Na'Vi in Paris, and they look to do it against the international squad on the island of Malta.
The thing that I just can't move away from here is that, like, for Na'Vi, they are a more standard Anubis team in terms of how the sides play out, right? Like, they do the kind of bulk of their work on the T side than Na'Vi. And so now that they're staring down the valve of the CT side and having to pull up with the Force, and now they're already a man down in the Force by... The alarm bell's certainly ready to go off here for this first map. Ema with his Deagle. He's had a bit of a rough start to this series, Ema.
One way to put it, yeah.
He's been getting shut down over towards B more often than not, especially in that first half. It was such a problem for him. It felt like he was kind of constantly having to deal with this Monte double push up B long, and here double fort down in dark. That's him dead. And Na'Vi should look to save in this 3v5.
Monte might just look to exploit that situation. They might just look to exploit Emi and the lack of confidence that he is exalting right now. Direct consequence of a relatively complicated first half. He got opportunities to push the flanks. That never really worked his way. A couple of missed spray, and now he's sitting at 5 and 14. But beyond the scoreline, you see his crosser placement right now, the movements. It's not feeling like he's having a
No,
good time.
yeah.
I can tell you physically that there is a
No,
little
I
bit
know
of doubt
exactly what you
creeping in.
mean. When you're
Get
watching
that.
someone and you can just see it's like, oh, you don't feel comfortable today.
There's
like,
a bit of the peak is not exactly clear. It's a little bit of a jiggle. You don't exactly know when to shoot. Don't get me wrong. He can come back into this game. All he would need is maybe a multi-kill here and there, one clutch to win, and suddenly the story has a different feeling, a different flavor to it.
Away from being 13-7 up, that feels almost unsalvageable for Na'Vi.
Well, if you look at it this way, that's pretty dire.
Yeah.
It's pretty dire.
Numbers get bigger, chances get smaller. Flash B peak, Alexi sees a player in a passive position. He can't get that kill, and mid is conceded on this eco. Na'Vi give away all the space, and Monte just say thanks. They grab it. Gravitate towards that A site. Stacked with 3, but I'm not worried yet. Simple gets rid of the round, and ooh, a little dink for Bit, but that should be as far as it goes, right? Right?
oh god, this could get weirder now. No HP on Bit, and he throws himself into that first fight.
This is good
JL,
timing, but
the bomb was going B. Bro realizes that would be the wrong move. Krasnal gets A.
There was a bit of a conversation because Bit had the money for an AWP and they waited for the purchases, and Simple decides to go for the other shotgun again. Thoughts, Harry?
It's one of the available options. For
It is an
Simple.
option.
It was one of the choices he could have made.
So now
And-
instead of having War opening with an AWP, you have Simple winning in cave with an XM.
Honestly, though, considering what you were just saying about how, you think Monte could look to exploit Ema a little bit, he now has a friend.
Fair point.
He now has
Is this where it's got to be now, Harry? Do we have to have Simple as a bodyguard with a shotgun in cave?
No, I know. I mean, it's not how anyone would want him, right? But that's where he is. That's what he's doing.
Kevin Costner.
And
with a
here
shotgun in
he
here.
goes. He's about to get it. He's about to get a challenge. Oh god. Okay.
yeah.
It's fine. It's not spreading yet, and they've replied with a Molotov of their own. And now Monte are leaving. Monte are leaving, and so the shotgun won't get to play into it for Na'Vi.
This is the issue with this purchase, right? Like, obviously, it's fine if they come your way. You're probably going to churn through a couple. But if Monte go and exec right now, Simple's going to be left out of the round. He has to flank. He has to hope Young doesn't come back to window. He needs to find a gun that's dropped, and maybe Bit can do that for him.
One out of Bit. Second player up close is JL. He's got to keep this under wraps. Good double, but down to the USP. Can't rein Demka in. 1 versus 3 for Demka. And he will be allowed to plant this bomb.
I'm scared.
Na'Vi, the round's not done yet. The round's not over. JL and Bit, you think they've done enough here. But can Demka upset everyone in the room? Spots the player back at main, and Simple will
check the first kill is for free, and then he's got a good adjustment on the second one. Monte had the possibility to go for a pincer move. They really put most of their eggs on that A main basket, and it was very welcomed by Na'Vi, who had the right setup at the right time. And unfortunately, we won't get to see any shotgun action.
Yeah, unfortunate,
It
right?
does feel bad. I had hopes and dreams.
Well, he fired it. He fired 1 bullet.
Did he now?
Yeah, he fired 1 bullet on that flank, and then he traded off it. Does that count?
It does count.
Does it
The
tickle
gun
your
was
fancy?
used.
The
No.
gun was used.
No, my fantasy is not satisfied at all.
Well, maybe there's always later. We got a whole series here in our semi-final. We got a potential 3-mapper. We got Nuke to close, Mirage to follow up here.
The
We got a
aggression coming in.
B-flash.
Monte did that a couple times on their CT side, and they always found Ime. We'll see if Bro can handle it better.
Oh,
The second
great
flash is
follow-up.
perfect, and now that's a little bit of revenge. The sweet taste in Ime's mouth, finding that flank position. We see the defense is already shifting quite quickly. Na'Vi struggle to deal with these positions, deal with these situations. How can Monte puzzle that one out?
Oh, no. Do they know? No,
that-
I didn't see that. Oh,
Oh my god, Bit is really
making
trying
it
to give
easy.
them all the hints in the world. Bit of flash in a main, and they're holding for him. 4v4 given over. JL waits in behind default. Sees them on the cross. There's a gap in this smoke, but he only gets out with 1 kill. Is that going to be enough? Is 1 enough for JL
Wow.
in mid? Ema with another kill. Finally on the
team
scene,
flash.
on the
Team
screen, but a
flash.
team flash from Ema.
wrecks World 2K with the AWP, who was dead set up on it, and finishes the clutch. Triple kill for Ime. What a time it would be for him to come back alive after he'd been such an easy frag to find. But it's now around 21 and a whole lot of story yet to be written.
Oh, aggression. Navi is starting to feel it now.
And it's Ema, the one to aggress.
Go on, lad.
Look at how he's growing here. The push-up, gonna net him 1, 2, any more for Ema?
He's back.
He's more than content with this already. If he can get out now in a 5-on-3, he's done all he had to and then some in the round. And so this begs the question, within a late activation out of Ema, if he gets switched back online, as he now rises up through the scoreboard, do Na'Vi have more fight left in them?
Can't deny it. And there's no way this round can get interesting for Monte. Low health, sure they have smokes and flashes, but there's 3 stronger B. Full belt for Emo, we've got Alexi ready to receive, and that's the one player with HP gone. So this is double digits now for Na'Vi. Simple's playing ahead of the smoke. Bomb is round the corner, and round is round the corner as well for Na'Vi. Warrior just has to hand it over.
War is just trying to find 1 kill.
And dude, I mean, if Na'Vi are able to pull this back on the CT half, like, you know, I know we're still a ways away from that. Like, they literally haven't even tied the game up yet, so I'm not getting ahead of myself. But if they do manage to pull this back...
Cooperative team. Everyone's making suggestions. Everyone's calling for flashes. I think everyone has their say.
Well, now they have to cooperate, and they have to realize that Na'Vi has been giving them the red carpet towards middle most of these rounds. As we can see it right now, it's just JL. He's playing from the camera position. He's got, of course, Bit by his side on A, but the triple stack is firmly towards Cave and or B main. This has been the Na'Vi modus operandi so far on this map, and Monte have struggled to make the most out of that position. So now we see SDY sort of leading the charge, but the change of pace comes in. JL is going to get flashed in from Simple. That's a guaranteed kill onto SDY.
JL never afraid to get involved, is he? Resmoke comes in middle. He's going to bound out of there in time. It's held Monte back. They cannot commit. They've got to drop back and perhaps go for this A split. Bomb's peeling out, though. And so is Emo, who has still full util. He gets spotted and forced to Molotov, buying more and more time at the 60-second mark. And there is almost no more util for an exec here on Monte. Smoke Molly. And that's on Bro outside of the B site, so maybe he fakes things as Monte go for a fairly dry A execute, but I say execute, it's all in the gunfights, it's all on Bit.
He's got a lot to do here. And last time we saw him here, he got kind of wrecked, so...
Oh, good timing.
Good timing on that smoke in. Bit goes swinging. JL helps him, but Waro, that is a wild opener. Runs the smoke. Doesn't elect to plant. Instead going to take space. Going to leave the bomb plant down to Bro. That's the last thing Na'Vi are expecting. Oh, but the bomb could get caught crossing. Instead, it's Bro doming Simple. And that kill would have really complicated the round. That would have made it Na'Vi's, but instead it goes the other way. And now it's just Ema. Over the last few rounds, we've seen him get reactivated, switch back on here. And this 1v2, if he could close it out for Na'Vi, would bring them back in, tying up the game. Not meant to be.
Wow.
Bro with a second
move on Anubis, pushing the envelope, knowing that you have a moment, a window of opportunity where your opponent is not expecting any kind of aggression. That was beautiful for Moro 2K, but this could all be for naught. Round 23, Na'Vi is still in this game, and they have an AWP on Simple. It's finally happening.
It's so back and forth, this game. It's been all over the place. Simple's set up something on top of a boost over the smoke, and they jump through it. They find out the hard way. He's back in Temple. He's back for more, but that might be his undoing. Demka with a kill, and they have the sight with smokes down while there was a gap there for a moment for Na'Vi. This is now a very difficult retake. Alexi's going to get it churning, though, as he takes 2 out with the SMG and pull his team back from the save. Are they convinced? Are they committed with no kit in a 2v2?
If they go for this and come up short, if Na'Vi can't close this out, they are broken. They lose everything. They live and die by this round, and so it's important they can close it. Bit does exactly that. Swinging out through the Temple. He's a godsend to Na'Vi. 11 rounds found as that 2v2 goes their way, and it's spearheaded by Alexi.
Yeah.
Throws himself in on the MP9. He gets a little sound cue from the Molly.
But not only has he been learning the language, learning the lessons, he's also been performing fantastically. And that is Monte broken.
2 MAC-10s.
Yeah.
2 MAC-10s. Surely we have the AWP from Moro, and I'm expecting him to be put to the test early on. Simple is as if he was tasting where the next fight was going to be. There is a metaphorical and soon to be physical duel happening towards middle. SDY has been pushed first with the MAC-10. Simple's missed opportunity and information being displayed as well. You know the AWP was here, so maybe you put down that smoke. It's kind of a smoke screen. You go back towards a different position, which is exactly what SDY is looking to do.
It's that seesaw. Monte trying to drag Na'Vi back and forth, burn util, make them gamble, make them make a mistake. This looks like it will end on the B-bomb side, but A main is occupied for a moment, and now Na'Vi have stacked 3 players in this position. They've even left B to the sole devices of Ema. Sure, he's got nades, but this should be a trade down in dog. Getting a double kill here is not easy.
He's alone.
He's got to nail it, and he's dead immediately. Demka set up by Krasnal on that jump peak. Alexi takes an extra second on the util, and that might betray Na'Vi. Simple and Bit with a kill apiece. Leave it even. Simple set up, but the bomb is thrown in. Misses his chance on the wallbang. It's Bit from Dark trying to deliver. Only 1 kill from him. It's got to be Simple in the clutch. Just Krasnal left to beat, and Simple will do it. He finally gets one.
It's a 3-on-5 as well. Double entry from Demka into the B side from Dark with the Ema caught for nothing on that jump, and Alexi playing with nades, and still Na'Vi find a way. That's back-to-back impossible rounds won by Na'Vi.
Exactly. They bend, but they don't break. Na'Vi should have been dead and out already now 2 rounds in a row in a post-plan situation against them, and Monte are not able to convert. This is going to hurt massively. We're looking at a 12-12 scoreline with Monte probably full of regrets right now, of doubts. Why are we not converting these rounds? We've been given the opening kill twice, in fact, and I cannot believe we're looking at 12-12.
Now they get farmed. Pick up a freebie in a goodie bag, take it home.
I think if anything at this point you don't want this round to be any more expensive than it already is, right? It's just the 1 kill, but it's like don't risk any more resources here. You want to try and keep this clean. Na'Vi need money with how these last few rounds have gone, coming down to a simple 1v2 in the last round. Before that, a 2v2. Their money is not established yet, and so this round has got to be clean. Luckily enough, it's looking pretty good for that to be the case, but Waro is complicating matters. He knows that Bit is here somewhere. Gonna go looking for him up in the heavens. Bit's not giving this up for free, and he'll drop out that last man. Bit keep.
They had map 1 in the bag.
They did, but it still happened, and they still saved it at the brink of defeat. We were ready to write them off. We thought the favorite would come alive on the comfortable map with the big win streak, and still Monte broke through. So if they can do it not once but twice, they once again prove their grit. However, don't get me wrong, I'm doubting as well, but that's how it always begins. Don't get ahead of yourself, Na'Vi. Bit close main. They could line up here. They've got to be awfully careful. Molly forces him to fall back a little bit, but he realizes he still has room behind the red. Flash is good. Bit's dead, surely, but he escapes with his life, and support comes from Simple. Now AWPing on the A side for a change. This is the right time to do it, but Monte don't seem convinced.
Yeah, walk out mid for Sam Da-young. And now he's got teammates joining him. That bomb even in tow on the back of Waro 2K. Na'Vi tiptoeing out into middle, and Sam Da-young could get rewarded for all this patience. Oh God, he just looks away. He just looks away. Bit will get spammed out in response. Bro with a crazy trade in middle. 4v4. Pressure is on now. Monte, are they going to crumble or are they up to the task? Out through main. Simple gets rid of Krasnal. They're splitting this through the camera. Simple can't keep his eye on both these spots. Surely one more from Simple's AWP. They're planting the bomb. He's still raining down death from above. Simple, last man to find. It's Waro 2K up into the heavens now. And Alexi deals with him jumping. Na'Vi.
Yeah. He had the cape of invisibility. That's what happened right there. Nobody could see him. And 21 kills. Simple, who had a relatively quiet start by his standards in the first half, is now coming alive in the moments that matter the most here in the semi-final.
Warriors only had a few kills in the second half. He was the quintessential impact AWPer in that CT side.
Dude, what's been really reassuring here for Na'Vi, it's Simple and Bit. This duo who have been burned by Monte back in Paris, the duo who kind of have the point to prove in this matchup are the ones delivering for Na'Vi, and that's exactly what you want to see.
One of the few favorites who haven't been upset so far in this tournament, right? Sure, Na'Vi are a new team. We're still undecided where they rate, where they rank, but holding it together against rosters that, you know, have caused upsets like Eternal Fire, who made the glory run. Monte taking down Vitality. Right now, Na'Vi are on the precipice of stealing their opponent's map pick, but it's not done yet. Another rifle round, another A main crawl, but look who's rotating in.
Moving around on that rotate, but might not even be needed. JL and Bit farm up the kills in main, and Simple is here just in time. Sumdai Young in the 1v3, and he's desperately looking for a route to do this. Na'Vi are not going to give it to him easily. Tap on the bomb again, but it only brings them closer. They're now in the site with him. Sumdai Young is surrounded. Not a hope in hell. Desperately looking for that kill to tip the scales, and it's never provided. Na'Vi do not give him...
Well, worth keeping in mind. So Na'Vi have been on the back foot the entire matchup.
The first line of defense that did an incredible job here. JL and Bit biding time for Simple to come help them. 3 for 2, you couldn't ask for more. And now a stack up for Na'Vi, and a full Monte execute is about to send it. We have 3 cities. We have 8 players bunched up on that B side. It could all be over in 20 seconds.
It's so desperate. It's all Monte has, throwing himself through the smoke with Mac 10s and just trying to run right. Alexi does fall after only 1, and Simple's smoked out. So this could get weird for a second. JL comes through the Temple util, and he's putting it to bed on his back, in his backpack, and it's just Warro on 18 health. Na'Vi, a serious contender here at ESL Pro League, and they are ready to take their opponent's map in this semi-final.
They smoked off Warro. He's got to just spam and pray, spam and pray. Nades in a main. They whittle him down, and they'll spam him out. JL to close, and Na'Vi on their CT side of Anubis do right.
Rosters in Eternal Fire, and now Monte as well, who have many sculpts to show, but is that it? Is this the end of the line for Monte, or can Na'Vi complete the dream run? Grand Finals awaits, and Na'Vi are only 1 map away from it. We're here with Yanko as well.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh. And already a bit of a clash over towards the apartments, which is where Na'Vi were looking ahead here in the pistol. But I don't know if that's where they're necessarily looking to end up. We still have the presence of JL over in Palace. Bro has taken space all the way through T-Spawn. There's a lot of moves being made in this pistol round. But eventually, someone will get caught. Something will come undone. And it's going to start with Bro right here, tapping out Simple in top mid.
Frustrating way to lose the first man, and Na'Vi are so split. They can't do anything about this player right now. He could be anywhere, and in fact, he is flanking the abs. Over on the A side, JL trying to get out. Bit gets his pick out in the window, and Bro has to reset to mid or A, because this looks like Na'Vi are going to waterfall out into this bomb site. JL's managed to creep his way under. Bomb's been dropped down bottom mid. This is a mess right now. This is just a death match for Na'Vi, and they've got to win some fights right here, right now. It's not going to happen, and everyone dies. Dear, oh dear, Na'Vi, what were they trying to cook? It's working for them right now, Yanko.
Yeah, I think that's how they have to play. Try and disrupt Na'Vi, make things, you know, more complicated for them, make them adapt on the fly. With some of the communication issues still present for Na'Vi, you know, that can prove to be a problem.
Well, Simple and Bit buy up Deegs. Everyone else waits around for them to be dropped. Taking their sweet time.
First fight's going to be on Warro in top mid. I've seen him with the MP9. Good nade damage. Ow. Ema in a bad way at the end of that. So Na'Vi just going to go back, try and set up these pistols to do something. Bit and Simple with them. The two big-time players for Na'Vi on that last map. Bro has missed his timing on the crawl out through lower, but it shouldn't really matter. Alexi only has this Glock, and there's even a backstab. Waro, who was last seen aggro in top mid, runs all the way through spawn, is immediately dinked, and he's getting wrapped through Palace. They're going to try and crunch him in the spawn. Simple will trade that out. But in the final 25 seconds, Na'Vi just want to die here. Luckily enough, Monte will oblige them. And so Sumdai Young and his teammate over towards A should be able to keep this clean, but Simple lands another blinder. 15 seconds as they try cross in with the bomb. No more for Simple. And so Sumdai Young will get rid of him. 3 kills in that round. Oh, middle aggression. A lot faster here from Na'Vi. Same could be said for Monte, though, who play it quick, down through dark. 2 players pushed, and Bit's not ready for that. Sumdai Young secures the opening kill, and now him and Krasnal able to just fall back, go through the motions in the apartments. They even drop a deep smoke before they leave. They're out of there. There's no chance at the trade here over towards B for Na'Vi.
They've seen a lot, but they haven't had a kill offered up, and Ema walks into an off angle from Bro. Almost oversteps it. Boost up could be a problem. Simple can just flick up to that headshot angle, but he can't find the connecting shot. Bro goes back for more. That's greedy, but he has an appetite. 3 kills from the Dane, and JL on his own.
What's he even meant to do here? Has a 1v1 onto this first fight, but not even looking in the right place. Krasnal just plays it on a timing, jumps up.
Got Na'Vi having to eco, pistol armor, barely even the latter. Waro's caught on the cat jump quickly as Alexi B storms out middle with a Tech 9. He makes it to Con as well. He knows Sumdai Young is here. Oh dear, this could go very wrong for Sumdai Young. Alexi's patience. Unless Krasnal clears him from cat, seems unlikely. Alexi just goes for it, sending through the smoke, still dies to Sumdai Young, not Demka, who falls off stairs, calling for help, and support is there. Monte come in swinging and throwing fists. Another kill from Sumdai Young. 3-on-3, Na'Vi in the bomb site, but they won't make it much further with Bro back in spawn. Park gets denied, and so does any chance of making this round interesting. How did Alexi...
Bit just can't really hold the B app, so very quickly a 4-0 start for Monte.
Not uncharted waters for Na'Vi, though. They've been hit before and they've managed to recover. So let's see what the captain of Alexi's cooked up here on his T side. Got a bit of a B walk. Heavy in mid for Monte. As you showed in the skybox, they're brawling for it, but there's no one here. Krasnal trying to get back in sight in time, and he's caught switching off in the open. It's a disaster. Bro falls after a kill as well. So Na'Vi have well and truly opened the B site. They've lost players in the process, though. Ema on an important lurk, tries to keep the spray going, but as long as he lives, there's no way Monte can win this round. They've come hunting for him, throwing themselves out of window, and even though Waro hits the kill, I don't know if there's time for this round. With no kit, Na'Vi have no reason to send a fight his way.
Yeah, I think that was maybe even, you know, Simple calling at the start of the round that he wants to go B with the AWP, knowing that Waro sometimes goes for that deep peek, like we've seen, trying to take B apps control, and doesn't really pan out. But okay, we didn't get the opening we wanted, and then we can go from that into just a search on B, right? Like there's no smoke, there's nothing. Okay, there's a chance they're fighting.
Going for that, if he misses that with the bomb timer so low, he might not even get out of apps in time. So
yeah, but he's feeling it.
Oh, he's feeling
feels like Sasha's back.
The fact that he goes for it shows that he's going to hit it. He's got the confidence. He believes in his movement. Something you have to prac for sure. Very smooth. I love those skill jumps. I feel like we don't have enough in Counter-Strike, and over the years they've just been kind of cut out of this game. I feel less in CS2 as well. It's a shame. But on the dying days of Go, Simple shows us we can still do some tricks.
Bit more of a dry contact round here for Na'Vi. They have Simple just posted on that AWP. He's trying to be the guy to kickstart these rounds. And he's been very patient here, hoping that someone from Monte gets a little curious as to what's going on. They've already got a lot of control over in middle. They were 3 strong there at the top of the round. Warrow's pushed all the way up, playing this with Sumdai Young. So Monte were never going to feel this like pressure to go peeking into ramp. They've already got information. So Simple can wait here till the end of time. He's going to have to make a move. Ema has helped out with that kill in mid. Suddenly Warrow feeling a little more pressure because his backline's open. Tries to push forward. The rest of Na'Vi now walking out at ramp into Demka, holding from default. I know about him inside of the site. Now they've got to deal with him. Demka swinging out on the back of flashes from his teammates. Nails another. JL caught looking the wrong way. Demka just being annoying, harassing these players at ramp, constantly switching up positions. Na'Vi, they try to go back, but there's not really time to go anywhere else here. They've just got to follow through with this play. The kill in mid, if anything, tempts them to try their hand at the round, but with 15 seconds, they've got to be flawless on the approach here.
Yeah, 2 players in position. There's no way Na'Vi can win this. They have to clear this balcony spot instantly. Demka almost gets caught on the ladder. He will get traded after 1 and the bomb loose. There's no time. Warrow won't give the kill. Alexi saves the AWP, and it's going to be Monte holding on.
Position is known. He wants to relocate. That prolongs everything, and in the end, Navi runs out of time to adjust.
Oh, that spray, it's too high. If Ema shoots lower, he gets the kill. There's nowhere to go. Trapped by a Molotov.
Surely
he should
you
be
think
dead.
it's clear.
He should be dead. They saw him. They know he's here.
I can't believe... Is he going to get out? Sumdai Young's out. Sumdai Young survived. He survived that.
What?
Nade's in the top mid, and now Demka's even pushing, trying to get more from this.
Don't know.
So Na'Vi get their 5v4.
Sure.
Not the kill they were actually looking for, but they still get it over in mid.
And it costs so much util. Sumdai Young's low as well. So, yeah, it's worked out very well for Na'Vi. Surprised Demka pushes out. He's trying to assist SDY on his way out, but you know, no surprise to see Na'Vi are still holding top middle.
I think considering the money, this is where Monte has to just pick a site and stack. And in case they're wrong, they can just go into the following round. But they go already for an information play on A, so another good option. More risky, but works out this time.
It frees up 2B, and maybe even a third. Krasnal hasn't committed with the push. Ooh, bro just comes swinging. That's a spam from Krasnal through smoke, but it's one that Na'Vi won't worry about. It's going to send them into B, into the AWP at the back of the site. Warrow does have a shot in this round.
Sumdai Young starts running on the flank. He's trying to pick up a little bit more pace. Warrow is even repositioning back out of market, actually conceding some of this site control. But he just saw the bomb on short. Going to try and flash its way in. It's only the leg. Ema makes it in with the bomb. Molly could tick him out, and it will get him right as he plugs in the numbers, but still that gives way to a 3-on-3. Suddenly Monte want to give this round a go. Nade on a Simple, but not enough to bring him down low. Molly at short slows Sumdai Young down. Try to get out the window, and that's where Alexi lays down the pain, stops this retake. Warrior 2K can't find anything on this angle, and they're even trying to give chase.
Nice.
They'll knock that AWP out of the round right at the end. So Na'Vi don't just take a second, they make this one very expensive for Monte at a time where cash is tight. And so losing that AWP is a loss that will be felt by
both teams, really. For Monte, obviously the buy isn't ideal, but Na'Vi might not expect an AWP in this round. You can see it's 3 pistols and 4 in an AWP, so a lot of different options for Monte. Do the pistols play first? Do the guns play first? It's a boost into ladder room for Warrow.
Warrow plays first. AWP doesn't connect, and he gets mollied out, so Na'Vi have full mid control.
Yeah, they even have the info that the AWP's in play. You really wanted that first shot fired to be the killing blow, right? For like a 5v4 start to the round would have been perfect, because like Yanko was saying, this AWP even being in play is a bit of an oddity, and Na'Vi shouldn't have been ready for it. Now they know, thanks to that shot ringing out from short, and so they might slow down just a tad. They know that that AWP's going to look to reposition, right? Warrow's not going to hang around. Up in the window now, he's waiting for a cross, but the shot misses. Ema gets rid of him. That AWP lost in the window, and Ema knows with this double, with this room taken and the AWP locked down and under Na'Vi's control, there shouldn't be a way back in for Monte. Krasnal at the back of the site, 1 kill off the 5-7, but his work in this round is not done yet. He's got to do more, and with only 1 kill from the B hold, this is Na'Vi's round all day long.
Yeah, recovery mission, trying to get guns out and save now, but even Lurkers in position to stop that. Alexi back in connector with a vengeance, and Sundar Young just trying to save. Great round for Ema. We were just saying he was looking a little more comfortable here, and he showcases it with a perfect crouch peek, ducks the orb shot, and goes on to find 3 kills in the B-bomb site. Na'Vi with a 3rd round on this T-half.
You think he saw that from Just?
Yeah.
Harry?
Definitely could have done, right? It did have all the makings of a sort of just peek, just giving him the little wiggle, crouch slip, whoop, round the corner, wrecks you. Na'Vi building back into this. 2 in a row. First time they've taken consecutive rounds here. And with Monte broken, it's not going to stop.
With all the slow starts, right? That's when your opponents can play with a lot of confidence as well because of the economy and them having money in the bank. So being able, so far in 3 halves, for Na'Vi after a bad start to really regain control fairly quickly, I think speaks to how much they've improved.
The longer they can keep you there, the better they feel. They're looking for 4 in a row, and if they can pick that up, suddenly it's a tie game with money gone for Monte, and Na'Vi would look to take the lead. So this is a power position, and we got to see if Na'Vi can hold on to it.
Simple again with a spawn, going for the B pick, looking for an AWP or an aggressive B-apps player. It's just Krasnal jumping. Talking of aggression, is coming down on the other side. Monte take ramp, but this won't matter if Na'Vi just exec right now. They have Alexi being mid, kicking up some dust, causing a bit of a commotion. Jump spots bit. Krasnal uses his util, plays safe, and calls for support.
1 kill from Bro over on short. This is a round where the individuals have got to shine for Monte,
like
and
that.
they will. Krasnal and Bro, 2 kills between the 2 of them. So 1 man remains. It's Ema topping the charts right now for Na'Vi is this guy. But a 1v4, locked out of the round. The odds ever against him here. And even crossing in mid is so far from guaranteed, so far from free. Sundar Young watches on from back of the connector, and that kill comes his way for free. Ema walks out, back turn, and gets shut down. And Na'Vi could try and make something out of that. But it never gets that far, and so an important round for Monte to pick up. They do it pretty cleanly as well.
The name of the game, though, is consecutive rounds on the CT side, so we'll see. They were a little bit more timid at the start of the round, so expect a reaction in the mid-round for Monte. And as the vibe before the smoke blooms goes for the peak, finds the entry on Ema.
Big kill to find, considering the impact Ema's been having on this T-half, and that's very early timing in middle to go for Con.
And these rounds can still get tricky if you don't have information or control, so let's see what Monte decides to do. Do they just play the numbers? They do have Damka in Shadow, so that's going to help if any A hit comes through in terms of crossfires.
I love the bait here with the jump from Bro after boosting Krasnal. He's even going to smoke him off. He doesn't want Na'Vi to actually commit. But if they do, they're going into dangerous territory. Simple v Warrow scoped up, neither sees the other. And Warrow repositions. Even this is dangerous. Susceptible to a palace swing. He did spot Simple that time. It's JL yet to frag on ramp. These jump spots are coming in for Warrow. He's just trying to keep the eyes on the prize. 25 on the clock here for Na'Vi. They've got to go.
Warrow scoped up on ramp, and now he's even got support from Sundar Young. This push is so late for Na'Vi, and they're going into one hell of a crossfire. They can't get through it. Sundar Young, what a beautiful sequence. On for the ace here. Sundar Young, an ace round.
Great shots for Sundar Young. And Warrow's now alive as well.
Indeed, you know, where on Anubis it was Simple and Bit kind of rising to the occasion in this grudge matchup. It's now Sundar Young really taking matters into his own hands here. With Warrow bringing that orb back out and finding one of these openers he's so good at securing, Na'Vi are immediately in hot water to open up this hero gun round. It's been juggled onto Bit now. But it could get lost forever up here in mid. Warrow waits and delivers that kill, so the AK now gone from the Na'Vi ranks. And Monte have an 8th round looming. They've just got to finish it. 2 kills left, and they should get them cleanly. Krasnal wins his fight over towards B, and even though Alexi gets out mid, besting Waro, surely he gets no further than this. Swung from the connector, Sum Dai Young will close with a double. 0-10, still yet to get a kill. Na'Vi need him. In a lot of these rounds, he's been left kind of solo lurking over towards A, but there's no pressure from JL. If anything, it's more of a liability right now.
And another B opening from Simple, really expecting Waro to come B apps at some point, but instead Waro finds an entry on mid. So now the round resets, and this is where Monte has had the most success, right? Finding an early opening and then falling back. And that's where Na'Vi has struggled the most, adjusting in these 4v5s or just rounds that prolong themselves where they don't get an entry kill. So we'll see if this time around they'll do a better job. Problem is a lot of times they only have one player towards A and they have to go for these connector splits, which can be really tricky.
Especially...
You look at the ramp setup, right? Like those are some angles that you don't really expect coming A.
Oh, Sum Dai Young round in the palm of his hand and Simple in connector. The ramp fully taken. Monte ready to turn around and watch that A side. Simple headshot by Sum Dai Young. And the bomb is there as well. Alexi's going to try and take it. Miss flash, but not the end of the world as Na'Vi get up connector. Well, at what cost? 30 seconds, 3 on 5, and it's getting worse as Krasnal finds a couple. Alexi thrust into the clutch and not one he's destined for. There's no way to plant. They're still down on ramp. He misses his shot, and Monte don't take a point.
An op who can hold Cat, that can be okay, right? Because maybe you can get out a plan for Cat and play out the round from there, but that was a sick shot from SDY onto Simple.
Oh, they're out and about, but for how long? Na'Vi run rampant on the A site, but they don't smoke Waro, and you gotta smoke Waro. He finds Bit on the cross. Demka can give it up. He doesn't need to die on this hill, getting back towards CT spawn. Maybe we have a retake after all, but this bomb, getting it planted is the most difficult part, and Demka's stubborn. He swings out again. He has gifted a gun and a way in, but Monte have more men flying through CT spawn. Messy spray for Krasnal. It might be up to the AWP instead. 2v2, Alexi fakes it out with a little tap and Waro bites. Alexi has one bullet in the AK, I think. This is a problem if that's the case. Waro's getting closer. His teammate putting pressure on, the reload's off. Alexi waits. Waro misses that timing. This is so uncomfortable right now. I think Na'Vi might even be favorites, and Alexi's making it so. 4 kills from the captain. He aces back. First it was Sum Dai Young, now it's Alexi B. Whatever it takes to get T-side rounds for Na'Vi.
Time around, Monte isn't able to bring it back.
Well, good opening from Simple, finally able to meet Waro 2K in one of these opening clashes. And we'll take it. Feels like Simple's been chasing that dream all first half, and so finally round 15, a 5v4 from the Simple Waro head-to-head. Bit tucked in under the window. Monte are prepared to fight for mid-control. They are 3 strong here, 2 on the catwalk, 1 in the connector, 1 in the window, a 4th player even entering the fray. They scrap for mid, but they don't get out looking better off for it. They lose a man down in the connector as Ema closes this out with a... Let's get JL on the board and Na'Vi first pistol. We could do them both in one round right here.
Ooh, tantalizing prospect here, Harry. We'll have to find out. Monte want to explode at a palace. We've got Krasnal, top con, smoke, and a flash to boot, and they will go running and gunning into Bit.
Jiggling at the stairs, nice way to start. 5v4 found from Bit as he swings over the staircase, smoking his way. Now repositions
there it is.
To support, and JL's on the board.
He's back.
First kill from JL.
Yeah, give that
so
a
let's
cheer.
send him into the pistol, shall we? Alexi helping out alongside him, and a 2v5 now for Monte as Waro and Demka have got to see this one through to the very end. It's only Waro. Bit mops him up. And so Na'Vi win their first pistol round of the series, and JL gets his first kill of the map right there.
Mid-swing, immediately, no util. Let's just try to take advantage, but Simple has an AWP.
Oh my god, how's he? Bit's bought him an AWP. Bit has no helmet against Galil's, and Simple on the big green. You love to see it. It's a confident display. And I think part of that comes from knowing that Monte will have Galil's, right? Knowing they're going to buy up round 2. So Simple doesn't have to worry about SMGs or Tech 9s running him down. It's rifle on rifle action. He's got the big gun. Jump spotting a B is Alexi. JL looking for double his kills. He's done it again. Ema swings for one more. Swinging out under is another man, but Na'Vi have disappeared into the bomb sites. Alexi holds strong. Simple not even needing
JL's
to show
remembering what it feels like as well. Like, look at him. He was trying to be involved there. He wanted that second kill in the round. Some die young. 1v5. Sure, he's had an ace today. He don't get this one.
It was funny because he was coming up underpass and you felt like he might have first contact against the connector guy, but Ema just finds the player's top mid alongside JL. Alex with a strong hold on B, and I don't want STY to save here. I want him at some point to try and get a kill or two and then die, because we'll get back into that weird cycle of he'll have a Galil, the rest of his team will have some pistols, but okay. This is actually better off for Monte now. All 5 players
To protect the lead for Monte. Means Na'Vi are licking their lips at the promise of tying this game up at 9-all. Good nade to start. That's the armored player as well. Krasnal had armor behind this pistol. Sumdai Young going to start it with the D. Simple on the receiving end of that, and now they spill out ramp. Bit's got to contain this, and he will. Answers it valiantly. Bit gets Bro midair, and a clean tap from Ema to close that out.
Need Monte to break through on the T half. Na'Vi's first pistol and conversion in the series couldn't have come at a better time as they try and 2-0 and eliminate Monte from the semi-finals.
Oh, yeah. Ema's done very well to get out of the immense danger he was in. JL!
He's back, baby.
Number 3! As he continues to find little advantages for Na'Vi.
Man, compare this Emo to the one we had last map. He looked like a shell of this player, just unconfident, missing easy kills when they would come towards him. And yeah, now he's came in with some very important T-side entry rounds, and now he's just getting in and out, dipping his feet in the water.
It's an Ema you believe in, right? Like, because back on Anubis, I was watching him and I'm like, oh, he's lost this fight, and he hadn't even taken it yet, you know, and he was probably feeling the same way. But you can just tell in how he's poising himself, the posture he's taking on the map. A 3v4 here, as they do find JL on the catwalk. Can that be the way back in for Monte?
No one's in A. Just the cross cover. Na'Vi know B, it's not B. They've cleared out the flank. They've pushed all the way through. So Simple's still watching short out of some concern for a late B attack. But Monte are up connector, out ramp in the site. They're about to cross. Bits now have to leave Ema alone. Locked out by the Molotov. They don't clear him though. And he swings on the bomb drop. As
down. And Na'Vi double digits, lead taken, flawless on the CT side so far. It's just down to pistols now for Monte, and a fast B play being dealt the way of Na'Vi.
Pandemonium here as they run the molly. They take so much damage through it.
JL's
the second
back.
smoke comes in, and JL is well and truly in the firing line. 3, almost the 4th. But even last round, Harry, he was...
This is Na'Vi kicking it up a gear. The question has now been poised to Monte. Do they have what it takes? Is there more left in the tank? Sumdai Young seems to think so.
Confident opener, but not going to work out. Flash falls very deep. Sumdai Young gets good warning it's coming. Simple trying to trade. Oh, the spot comes in. They won't give him that, but they do still have Alexi pushed up deep. Monte's still in their default. And Simple freed up to rotate.
They've tried to bait Alexi into the push here, spamming all the way down to the reload, but he never commits to it. Simple does come back.
It's very quiet right now. Monte are going for the mid-take at the minute mark. And it will be afforded to them. Na'Vi don't have the numbers, being a man down, to hold this off. Set Warrior up on catwalk, but this will not be a B hit. The bomb's going back. Oh, Spot. I think Simple saw him there. He's going to go back for the finishing blow, but that's still a Warrior kill somehow, some way. Eats the AWP shot. Luckily enough, Na'Vi still have numbers on this site.
They do, and this is all enabled because Alexi is still pushed in the apartments, but Sumdai Young coming out with a kill down in the connector, leaves it all on Bit. This guy's had some great A-holds here. but this is going to be his best yet. He is in this alone. Alexi is a long way away. Bit flying solo. One, two kills to the good. Bit gives Na'Vi a chance. And now there's time. Now there's time gifted to Alexi. Time that before Na'Vi were not owed.
Oh, he knows.
Suddenly Alexi is given room to play the long game here.
He's waiting for the flank. He knows he's getting flanked.
This picks up that one. Kraz now looping all the way back around to the ramp side with Bit finding Waro in middle. Nade out onto the ramp. That comes together beautifully for Na'Vi.
Bit to stay and get a multi-kill. This is the real Na'Vi right here, right now.
And that was a 2v5 recovery from Alexi and Bit in the end. So just insult to injury really for Monte, and they have to dig their way out of this hole fast. Surprised we didn't see a timeout there for LMBT.
Surely Monte have to be feeling panicked right now. They may have had a dream run with some incredible upsets, but this may be the road coming to an end.
Monte surely recognized the chance they had in that last round, so wanted to try and like play with that same momentum, but it is a huge round to have sucked away from you. So you imagine if they don't find this one, surely that's when the pause comes in. That's where they have a moment. But it doesn't leave them with many chances here. Na'Vi just going through the motions, picking up round after round on the CT side. Mid-control taken for Monte to open up this round. But they've only got 50 seconds left.
But look at Bit now. You know, that's pretty much the position in which Alexi was in the previous round on the B side. So Na'Vi is doing a great job of putting players on extremities in these forward positions where they get to either early information and a chance to get a couple of kills, or they can be on the flank if the action is on the other side of the map.
JL, he's had a nice recovery here, and he will be required once again with the B execute. Got a late lurker on catwalk, not seen yet. Sundai Young, JL falls with a messy spray. Make the same for Alexi. He won't survive. He won't. He will survive. Alexi gets more than you could ask for. Simple hits his, and Low Waro goes for the bomb. He has to cancel with 10 seconds. Simple can stop this bomb and save the round right here, right now. He's done exactly that, and the bomb falls to the grenade.
To find the opening, really, but not being able to finish these rounds. Still to win a single round in the second half.
They're going to try the fast B again. Out they go. Na'Vi hold the line. Alexi with the first. He's got support every step of the way. JL makes it out. Got to offer up some resistance, does JL. From bottom of the board, he'll get dropped out. Sundai Young deals with it. Simple tries to make a play. Monte explode into the B site, and now they sit in a 3v2. This is the round where they've got to deliver. They've been in positions like this before, and they've been uprooted by these two names. Ema dead. It's all on Bit now. A 1v3 retake. Smoking his way. And nothing being given. Misses both those timings onto the two Monte players as they spread out. Bit's going to try and make an incision now. Out through the market door. First kill is Bit's. Molly is big. That forces the reaction. No! Bit! What a play! A master!
They even come out with a sort of a double peak, but Bit was just insane in that round. And I feel like it's too little too late for Monte.
Ten straight rounds from 9-4 to 14-9. Monte yet to make a dent, and they finally take a pause. But like you say, is that too little too late?
It might be. I mean, you've got one of your star fraggers with 6 kills under the radar. No one's really been saving them. Sure, Sundai Young had a great opener. He had an ace in there, but he's among
Dude, your heart kind of goes out to Sundai Young here, right? You can tell he's given this his all.
I mean, at this point, it's not coming down to any one player. It's coming down to these 4-on-2s, these 3-on-1s, these all these 2-on-5 in there as well. Na'Vi are winning the most ridiculous clutch rounds. Monte are getting more than they bargained for. This is an entertaining show from Na'Vi. And they are slow and steady in this round. 40 seconds. They haven't committed to a fight yet. Monte have a kill. That's JL caught out on a wide angle. They're going to go for an ace split. Bro plays late while they come out the ramp, but Simple's in the sight.
3 players strong here as well for Na'Vi. Monte are going into the stack.
Nice.
They can't get past Bit in the connector, not right away, but they will spam him out. A huge kill from Sumdai Young.
2 on 3.
And a much needed moment of levity here for Monte to move up. Sumdai Young, clinical second. It's left to Simple. Another 1BX. Simple moves in. Out through jungle. They've seen him. First kill found. It can't be another clutch against Monte. Right now, it's only terror. That's all they're feeling. They know how losable this is. They've lost every round like this so far. Simple switches off. Hoping he's given this fight from jungle, but I can assure you Sumdai Young will not move lightly, will not make these decisions lightly. He waits in the bottom of con, trying to win this to time. Simple hops on the bomb, hoping this baits a peak, and he will get given his fights, but they elude him. Simple is out of time, out of chances, and finally a clutch is shut down by Monte. It's Sumdai Young rising to the occasion to give Monte a 10th.
I wonder if that stick was...
Needs diffuse kits as well, although they opted for buying only 2.
What could go wrong?
I hate it, you know. Bit should get a kit as well.
Ooh, didn't see the heads crossing there.
I think that's a very important clutch for Sumdai Young to have picked up. He's been the last guy standing in a good few of these rounds for Monte. And not been able to find them, but can this give them their second win? As finally Sumdai Young closes around. Monte look to bring that aggression, bring that confidence into the next. JL could uproot this now, but it's just the tag. Shot misses on that trade out through Palace, and Waro will get it the second time around. Na'Vi in a 2-on-3. Nade is big, Nade is big, but it's just shy of Krasnal.
They need to... I think they can poke a little bit, but you also need to look at the save because of the money on the rest of the team.
Na'Vi feel invincible. They're not saving, not today, not ever. 2-on-3 inside of the smoke and over the top of the site.
Is
Doesn't
crazy.
see anything.
Alexi's
They're
got
all
so
here.
much room.
They're all here, or at least they were. But now they fall 6 feet under thanks to Na'Vi. It's again the captain with 3 kills.
And Na'Vi is taking advantage of it. You know, I'm here talking about potentially saving, but why would you? When you keep winning these rounds, just go for it. And Monte, it's been too much in this second half. Too many wasted opportunities, and Na'Vi seem poised.
This is like old Counter-Strike. This is like pre-save Counter-Strike. You know, we're just getting the most ridiculous clutch ups, the most ridiculous late rounds that come off of mistakes, that come off of over-peaking. But that's Counter-Strike, baby.
I love it.
Yeah, bring it back.
Bring it back.
People play too safe. People play too by the books. This is what happens when shit hits the fan. It's certainly entertaining.
Oh, Waro. Oh, no, buddy.
See ya.
Running back, knife out, and that's how Alexi secures the opener in the final round of play here. Monte, a man down, 4v5. Into the dying lights of Mirage, into the end of this tournament run they go with Bro dead in middle, Krasnal falling in the jungle. Na'Vi look to do it to Monte, look to get their revenge. Sumdai Young has played a lights out map here, nearly 30 kills deep versus his former team. And it might not be enough. He's out through ramp, bomb on his back. He's got Demka to support him to try and turn the tide in a 2v4. These are the sorts of rounds that Na'Vi have been winning time and time again. Now it's on Monte to try have that same gumption. Ema challenging, deals with Demka, and Sumdai Young is triple swung from spawn. That's how it closes. Na'Vi in the grand final.